Oh, hello! Good morning! Welcome back to my channel! So, in today's video, we're gonna make another video of why you're probably not making sales, just like every video I do, but I guess, that can improve your store, so let's go! So the very first reason you might not be making sales is because you're selling the same stuff as everybody else. Like, I'm not talking about other dropshippers because obviously you are going to if you're buying stuff from AliExpress, but I'm talking about if you can go to Amazon and get the exact same product, like, why would they buy from you? If you go to the store right next to you, why would they buy from you? Because keep in mind that you have a 3-week waiting time average, like that's what most people have. And if you have 3 weeks and Amazon has 1 day, you probably need a very good reason why they should buy from your store or not. So you probably want something a bit a bit more unique, like if people can go across the store and get this, say, the dog niche, because I always talk about that niche just because it's a big niche and you want to do that. But like if you're selling a dog collar and you're putting it on your website and it's the same exact collar that you can get from any other website, like, people are just not gonna buy from you. They don't know you, they know Amazon, they know the store next to them, like they just won't do it. But if you have a special collar, say it's a special one that glows in the dark or something, like, you can put that on and then tell them like why it's so important to have a glow in the dark collar, because their dog won't get run over by a car, for example, and that's why most dogs get killed, something like that. I don't know, these are just things I just pull out of thin air, but this is what you want to do. So have something very special and sell it to them. The next thing is you want to make your store feel special. There are a ton of different ways to do this, so I won't just like pull something out right now, but like you want to make people feel really comfortable on your store, because again, like, people know Amazon, they know the store next to them, so you want to have something really special, make them feel special about it and build a brand around it. You need to have, like, if you're in the dog niche, for example, stay in the dog niche until you're huge. Like Amazon, when they first started, and I keep talking about Amazon, but that's because they're the biggest online store out there. When they first started, what did they sell? They didn't sell everything. They sold books and only books. That's the only thing they sold, and they wanted to be the biggest bookstore on the planet. So if you're not completely dominating your market and your niche, don't go to something else. Now obviously they sell everything, but before they started selling everything, they sold books and became the best at selling books. So if you're in the fitness niche, for example, sell only fitness stuff. Don't start selling kids toys and sofas and I don't know, whatever goes through your mind. Just don't do that. Stick to your niche, and if it doesn't work out, you can change, but you need to build a brand around it. Talk about like Gymshark, for example. If you don't know what that is, it's in the fitness niche. It's a huge brand, but they only sell fitness things. They don't go and sell hot dogs or whatever you want to sell. They sell only clothing for fitness. That's it, full stop. And they're one of the biggest growing brands out there. The other reason why you want to specialize is because you don't want to bring people from all over the place. They're gonna be untargeted, so you want to for instance, go in the dog niche, target people that are into fitness, and that's it, because then you can upsell them and sell them something else, and you can do email marketing and sell, go back to them, and we'll probably talk about email marketing in another video because it's really important, but you have to have targeted people. So the next thing is customer service. that's really important. People are gonna go to your store, and maybe that something will happen. Obviously, like if you have 3 weeks delay, some people might not be happy about that. They'll send you a message even if you have it on your store saying you have a 3 week delay, and you should have it on your store because that will decrease the people that are unhappy. But people are still going to be unhappy, and they'll send you emails. You want to respond to that email as fast as possible. Give your reasons why that particular thing went wrong or whatever, or like respond to them in a polite way, and they'll probably just come back to you because you have a great customer service. And when you have a great customer service, that's a huge plus. And like, people are just not used to having a good customer service, so if you give them that, they'll be so happy to come back to your store and wait another 3 weeks before they receive their dog socks or something. The next thing is you want to have high quality everything. And I'm talking about your website, your Instagram photo, your Instagram caption, everything. Everything needs to be really good, really professional. Because if you have an amateur post or something like that, it's just gonna feel scammy. People don't want to buy from you. I've seen so many ads, like Instagram ads, where it's so bad. Like, look at the big websites in your niche, the big brands. What are the ads doing? Do the same kind of ads. Don't just like post your picture from AliExpress and call it a day, because that will decrease your sales so much, and you want to have a really good picture. I've said this in another video. If you don't have a good picture, order your product, and that will increase your sales so much, because you want to have a good photo. So order your product, take a photo, and you're done. And like, that will be so much better than the people that are taking pictures from AliExpress and not making sales. So you have that huge advantage above everybody else. So order your product if you need to. You have to have a website that doesn't look scammy. If you have 1,000 pop-ups coming up all over the place, and I'm sure you've been to these websites, like if you go to scrolling through Facebook and you click on the website and you have 1,000 pop-ups, the only thing that you want to do is just shut the window down, and that's it. Like, don't do that. Don't have so many pop-ups, have one at most, but that's it. If you have too many, people are just gonna feel it's scammy and they're not gonna order. It's gonna annoy people so much, so don't do that. Have one, like, that can be a good idea if it's a good pop-up for a good reason, but don't have any more than that. Have proper descriptions. I've seen so many people with like the AliExpress description and maybe adding a word or two, but don't do that. Just take everything off and start all over again. Have a good hook, a good description, do everything perfectly, because otherwise it's gonna feel scammy again. Like, you don't want to have an AliExpress website, and I kind of touched on that before with saying you don't want to go all over the place, which is basically what AliExpress is. But people that buy from AliExpress are dropshippers mostly, so you really want to have a professional website. So if you have something that with an AliExpress description saying color black, material, leather, whatever it is, like, no, don't do that. It's like, that's gonna kill your sales. So make sure you have a proper description. I have made a video on this, so please do a proper description. That's gonna like help you so much. It's like, that's like throwing your money out the window if you're telling people to come on your website and you have that. So yeah, again, don't have a .shopify.com. That's another big thing that people like do all the time. And I think I said this in another video or two, or maybe in yesterday's video, but like, I keep on banging on about that. But if you have a .shopify.com, like, if you're not making sale, like, that's the reason. That's it. Like, people will not buy a .shopify.com. Like that's it. So I'll leave you with this saying, specialize in something, because I've said this early on in the video, and but things I keep repeating are the most important ones. So you really need to get that in your head. Just do that, like specialize in one thing, specialize in dogs, maybe go further than that. Like if you're in the dog niche, I would highly suggest you do that, because like go deeper than that, find a dog you like and like advertise to those people, because they're gonna connect so much more, and yeah, that's just gonna help them so much. So specialize in one thing, maybe even narrow it down, then you can expand. Don't do it the other way around, because it's not gonna work. So make sure you're subscribed, because there are plenty more videos to come. There's one coming out every day. I have made some exceptions to that, but there's a video coming out basically every day. Hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and leave a comment, because I would appreciate it. And I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.